Hey, welcome to Man Kitchen Recipes. I am Kevin and I am cheating. I'm not outside tonight. It's cold, it's dark. But tomorrow early morning, I'm gonna throw on a brisket, a little 9-pounder in the ASMOKE AS350. I saw Luis over at Trumpet Master 77. He did one when he got his. I'm like, I gotta try that out on my ASMOKE AS350. So let's get this thing prepared. I'll let it sit all night in the fridge with all the seasoning, all the rub on it. And then in the morning early, it's only supposed to be like 25 when I put it on. So I'll get this on the ASMOKE in the morning. You'll see it. You won't see me because, I'll be bundled up. So anyway, let's get this thing prepared. All right, so here it is again. This is just a 9-pounder from Walmart. It's nothing special. I'm just going to trim off the fat. I'll probably cut some of this edge, fix up this point. There's quite a bit of fat right here, but it gets kind of thin over here, so I may be cutting a lot of that off. I'm just going to trim it up, and we'll season it up and have it all ready for tomorrow. Okay, so there you go. I took my fat cap down to just about a 1/4 inch. It's about where you want it. This thing had a weird point on the point, so I cut it off. It's right here. It will also go in the smoker. I will be cooking that and other pieces that I cut off. I cut this end off right here. I rounded this off a little bit because the meat was so thin. And so why did I cut this part off right here? My grain is running this way. You can see the grain. And so that way, when I go to cut it, I'll know that I want to slice it against the grain. I took this 9-pound brisket. It's probably down to 8 pounds after this is all cut off. This won't go to waste. A lot of times, well, I actually have a couple bags of it in my freezer right now. And then I have a video on how to make brisket tallow out of all of this. And I grind it and then boil it. And I do the whole process like that. And at the end, my little ground pieces, I fry it again, I get the rest out, and then I fry those little bits, and it's just like little bacon bits, but it's little brisket bits. It tastes amazing. You need to watch that video if you haven't seen it, and try making some tallow yourself. Like this much right here, you won't get a whole lot, and it won't go to waste. So yeah, give it a try. It's super simple. And now I'm just gonna apply some rub. Luis, he likes to put, you can put whatever you want. He likes to put horseradish as a binder. And I'm in New Mexico and I have just a tiny bit of red chili sauce left over from that turkey I did. And I'll smear that on there. It'll just help keep the rubs on, and it actually will add a little bit of flavor. So first I'm gonna just do my bottom. I'm not gonna put any red chili sauce on the bottom. I'm just gonna put some kosher salt, because this is the fat cap. This is going to be down on the grate. It's not going to do a whole lot for the flavoring. So, but for tonight, while it's sitting in the fridge, it'll help. And just going to do some salt and pepper. And I'm not from Texas. That's the way they do it in Texas, right? Just some salt and pepper. Okay. So now I'll flip mine over. I'm not putting horseradish. I'm putting red chili sauce. I'm from New Mexico. It is what it is. Green chili, red chili, chili sauce, anything that'll help this flavor. Oh, I'll tell you what, this red chili is definitely going to help out on the flavor. All right, just another layer, right? All right, so I am going to add some kosher salt, black pepper. I'm going to use some Texas oil dust. No, like I said, I am not from Texas, but I did get it in Texas. And we're just going to add this to it. And then I'm going to stick it in the fridge and let it rest overnight. And again, I will put it at 225 on the ASMOKE AS350 that I have. That's the little tabletop. I mean, if I can do a brisket on a little tabletop, granted, it's a small brisket, but you know what? It's going to serve a lot of food for me, for whoever stops by tomorrow. And what I like to do with the brisket, I like to just slice it, shred it, and bag it up in smaller portions so I can use it throughout the next couple of months. So there you go. We're just going to stick it in the fridge and we'll see you early in the morning. Don't worry, I didn't forget about these pieces I cut off. I got just enough red chili on there, and I'm going to season these up, wrap it in some foil, and we'll be ready for tomorrow morning too. See how easy it is to remove the ashes. Yeah, it's early, so I'm whispering. It's like 5:30 in the morning. Okay, I'm going to swap out these pellets. And that's why I took that little thing out. I can just reach in there and swap out my pellets. So for today, I'm going to use some Bear Mountain bourbon barbecue. And I've got to put this in. Okay, just like that. Turn it on. Turn this up to 225. We're going to let it warm up. It's 25 degrees out right now. It's about 5:45 in the morning. Let it heat up for about 15-20 minutes, and we'll get this brisket going. All right, so I've got this brisket here. Sorry for all the whispering outside. I just don't want to wake the neighbors. It's early. It's Sunday morning. Okay, so I'm going to cut my brisket out, and here's another good reason, especially if you're doing a small brisket, to use the MeatStick Chef X. And again, I'm not going to go in like this way with a longer one. I'm going to go in at a little bit of an angle here. Just like that. We're in the point right there, and we're going to keep temp right. All that scrap meat that I had, I've got it right here. I trussed it up yesterday. I've got it all tied up into a, you can't see it. I've got it all tied up into a ball. So I'll set that in there too. All right. Let that little pellet grill warm up, and we'll get this in. Okay, so we got this heated up to 227 at the moment. It's at 225. It took 20 minutes. I let it go in this chilly weather. Let's get this brisket in here. All right. Get there. Perfect fit. And of course, I got this little extra meatball. See, I'm going to turn it this way. Close to that meatball right there. Okay. Looks like we have clearance all the way around. I'm going to close the lid on this, and then hey, you know, we got to use that liquid tray, right? So you know, I mean, it's not too early for a breakfast porter, is it? A breakfast porter. We're going to pour some porter in here. You can put just about anything in here, so we're going to go with porter. It's pretty full. All right, so we're just going to let this thing go, and we'll be back in many hours, probably at least 4, 5, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be daylight, I know that. All right, we are 4 hours in. MeatStick is telling me we're about 157, and it looks like it's stalling out, but I really like to pull my briskets between 150 and 160, and I'm going to wrap this in foil. I'm going to just check this right here, see what we're getting here. See there, 155. Oh, that one's getting up to 170, so I'm going to wrap that in foil, and we're going to get this thing wrapped up in foil, and we'll be right back. You don't need to see that. It's just wrapping in foil, right? So I'll be right back. All right, just like that. Let me scrape that off so my foil don't stick. Okay, so I got the grate cleaned off a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit, I guess you can call that a little bit of a pro tip. Clean your grate off so that your foil does not stick. And then there's that little pack right there. We'll just stick that back on there. MeatStick was taken out, put back in after the foil was on. Now we're ready to let it roll up to, you know, 200, 205, right around 200, 202. I'm going to start probing it to see if it's tender, and we'll go from there. I mean, it may have to go to 210. We'll see. All right, hey Rob at Poor Guy Outdoor Cooking. You were asking me if this thing smoked very much. There you go, Rob. It does smoke. All right, MeatStick says this thing's at about 202 degrees. Look at there. This has been on for 6 hours, and there's still plenty of pellets left. Let me just stick this in here. 99, 200, 201. Yep. So MeatStick is right again. Let me just stick a couple. Oh yeah, that's done. Totally done. How's this guy doing? Oh yeah. This one's at 203. So all right, I'm gonna pull these off. I'm gonna wrap them in a towel, put them in an ice chest. I've got to go over to my sister-in-law's house and help her with some stuff, and I'll cut that open over there. I'll be back. It's probably gonna rest. I'm gonna let this thing rest for probably 2 or 3 hours, just because I'm gonna be busy. All right, I just got back from my sister-in-law's house, and this is the brisket. I've cut some off, yeah. Left some with her. I'll cut it here. Look how juicy that is. Oh man, all the juice is in there. Let me just get this out of here. Cut some slices off. I mean, you know, I gotta tell you, this actually is pretty darn amazing. Look at that smoke ring on there. This is off that ASMOKE AS350 tabletop pellet grill. Okay, look at that. Cut a couple slices off. Yeah, we're not doing that pencil thin slices. We're doing some good slices right there. Look at that. Look at that smoke ring. All right. I'll cut some pieces off and show you and taste it for you. Love doing that. I had that, all those scraps tied up, wrapped up. Got some more juices here. And look at that. Look at that piece of meat right there. Hold on one sec. All right, so what I'm going to do is cut all the string off of there. Or try to get all the string off of there. I just tied it together so that when it cooked, it all kind of cooked as a single piece instead of a bunch of small pieces. And I do this all the time when I'm doing a brisket. The pieces that get trimmed off. I mean, come on, right? Let's see. Let's just cut into this piece right here. See how it looks. Come on, really? That's part of the point right there, actually. And here's part of the flat that I cut off. Look at that. Check out the smoke ring. We're talking a tabletop pellet grill. Look at that. Oh my goodness. All right. Let me take this outside. It's like 45 out, so I'll do it outside. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. ASMOKE AS350. Link and discount code below. Look at this thing. I mean, 6 hours. There's still plenty of pellets. I mean, not for a long time, but 6 hours on 4 pounds. Come on. All right. And then we got our brisket. Look at the smoke ring on that brisket. Oh my goodness. All right. Look at that. Here's another piece. So good. I put that red chili as a binder on there. You can definitely taste that extra bit of flavor. Look at this thing. You know I'm loving this pellet grill. The ASMOKE. Look at there. Still has a little bit of porter in there. All right, so here we go. Thanks for watching. Check that thing out. There's a 10% discount code down below. Click the link. it's still a great bargain. If you're looking for a tabletop pellet grill, it does smoke. I showed you for Rob at Poor Guy Outdoor Cooking. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you hit that like and subscribe after this video. Definitely come back for the next one. Have a great day.